Welcome to Awaken Ascension Radio with Cheryl and Bridget Avalon.
Not just limited to your body or your material world, but your divine mind, divine energy, your consciousness. We are pure love, the vibration of love. And that's where we're connected to the source, which is God, or the energy of God. Everything is made of energy. Exactly. We're all energy. Welcome to our new show, Awaken Within with Cheryl Lynn.
Hey, everybody. Our special guest today is Angela Washburn. Hey, Angela.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. So, so you invited some friends, I see.
I did.
Awesome. So if everybody would like to unmute so they can talk or, ask questions, feel free and go right ahead. Because we are live on the radio on Spreaker, and you could find us there after the show. And also you can call in at 702-717-2137, and you can ask questions that way too, or you can text it to me and then you'll have the answer. So today we're going to ask Angela a few questions, and she's going to give us a little bit of her background on how she became a medium. Right, Angela? Okay, so, Angela, how did you become a medium? Let's start with that one.
I became a medium the day I met you. You asked me if I knew I was a medium, and I was shocked when you said it. Of course, I was in a little bit of disbelief.
Right.
And you told me that if I ever want to try it, you would walk me through it, and that was the first time I ever did a reading, which was so amazing. I couldn't believe it myself.
Right.
I was skeptic too,
Yes, you were. You were.
Yeah.
So we also started talking, and you were telling me about the orbs that you would see. And your grandfather passed too, right?
Yeah, I would, when I was out taking pictures, I would see these orbs flying around, and then I would ask them, okay, where do I aim the camera so I can get a picture of you? And it was like I could hear them tell me which way to angle the camera, and every time I listened and took the picture as they told me to, I got the orbs in the photos, which I believe are, consciousness.
Yes.
After we pass, that's what I believe those are.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you believe in reincarnation, or how do you believe it works?
I do believe in reincarnation, for sure.
Yeah.
I believe that we're here on Earth to learn lessons, and when the more lessons we learn, the higher up on the scale we go, and the closer to God you become.
Right.
And, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so how I kind of look at it is like the game Jumanji, where you can jump into different bodies, but of course they're small.
I
Oh, we got a call there.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, what was your journey? You think becoming a medium? How do you think you got there?
My journey was actually a little tough because back then not many people believed in the afterlife or spirits and ghosts, of course.
Right.
And so when I would see these things or feel these things and hear, it was really hard because I didn't want to tell anybody because they wouldn't believe me, and I, of course, didn't want to seem crazy, you know.
Right.
But now it's much more accepted. People are starting to realize that there really is an afterlife.
Yeah.
There's people all over the place, you know.
So you think that's kind of what I call awakening. People are awakening to the truth, you know, instead of what they were taught.
Right.
You know, but they have to learn more about energy, because everything's energy, and then everything transmutes and transforms, and you know, turns into different things. If anybody wants to add things, you could unmute yourself and add information. John, Monique, Helu, or Chelsea. Yeah, anybody can add anything, or if you have any questions for Angela, you know, go ahead and ask one. Not yet.
Come on, you can do it. Ask a question.
Okay.
Monique, just want to say I'm so proud of you and how far you've come.
Hi, Monique. I love you. Thank you so much.
Oh, welcome. I gotta get my question out before
Congratulations on your new baby.
about to start screaming. But what advice would you have to a new reader such as myself, who I'm kind of still going through that stage as you said that you went through, where, you know, I don't want people to feel like I'm crazy. At least in Georgia, it's still not accepted, probably as much as it is in some of the other states. So how can I, you know, what are some tips that I can use to overcome that?
Just trust yourself. Trust what you feel, trust what you hear, and don't be afraid to say it, because chances are what you do say to somebody, they're gonna relate to, and that opens when they can relate to it, that begins to open their mind at the same time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good advice. I appreciate that.
What would you say, Sherlyn?
I say drink a lot of water. So you can become a receptor, because our brains are transmitters, and then the pineal gland also. So you want to, you know, not use fluoride, and you want to get all that more sharpened. And if you drink a lot of water, that helps you become a battery, so to speak. And then you can connect better, you know. That's mine. And we're all one. Remember, we're all one. So when you're, you know, channeling, that's really what we're doing when we're a medium, is we're connecting with other people's spirit. We're channeling, you know, their spirit in through your transmitter, your brain. So you connect with others, and you know if it feels good or not, you know.
Feels right.
Yeah.
I kind of describe it as like we're a channel on the radio station. The spirit just goes through the stations, and when they get it tuned in,
yeah,
you know, that's when you hear them.
That's right. Yeah, I like that, because that's really, it's a frequency. You got to tap into their frequency, because when you are like an angel has a higher, lighter frequency. You can tap into angel thoughts too, you know. But a person who just passed, maybe, like Michael, who I want you to see if you can connect with him, and Mike Kerbin, who is a friend of ours, and see if he could come through you. No. See if he has anything to say. Okay?
Alrighty.
So everybody has a different, see if you could tap into his frequency. And what is his frequency? Maybe his name. Michael Kerbin.
Mike Kerbin?
Yeah. That could be his frequency. That could be your phone number, on the other side. I don't know.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's what I got, though. That's what I just got. Say my
yeah.
name. Say my name. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Curbin, he's really unique and very smart man.
Mm-hmm.
Very good medium. And funny. So funny.
He was funny. Yeah.
And you couldn't fool him either. My friend tried to fool him, and she tried to deny what he said, and she couldn't do it.
Really?
Cute. Yeah, she'll never forget that.
I call him Mike Curbin with a turban. Remember? He used to wear that turban. Oh my God.
Yeah. Cute.
Yeah. So see if you could get anything. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We lost everybody.
What happened?
The thing timed out or something. Can you
I didn't know it does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did that happen to you too?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, to everybody. Wow, I thought maybe my internet just messed up.
No. So now we need to try to get everybody back in here. So I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Okay.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know. Send them a message.
Yeah. Can you send them? Send them a message. I don't know. Unbelievable. We're live here. Oh, there's Monique. We're admitting Monique. She's coming in. Okay. Hi, Monique.
Hi, Monique.
Hey, Monique. Sorry, we lost you. We lost you there.
Monique just had a baby.
Oh, congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. How is it in these pandemic times having a baby?
It was definitely a challenge emotionally.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed and I can't be more excited. Oh no, he just peed on me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. So, where were we, Angela? When we got
So we were talking about Mike.
Yes.
And and what he likes to talk about, which I believe he likes to talk about the future and the world and the things that are going on these days.
Yes.
And I pretty much, he called almost all of it some years ago, and now it's all coming true, it seems.
Yeah, right? From that
about back then, yeah.
That video.
Back then it didn't make sense to me because it was also so scary to even think about, and then now it's happening, and it's like, wow,
Yeah, right. And
that's about this years ago.
Right, and that's also in my book, Place 33, Secrets of Universal Truths. Oh, there's Ryan. Ryan's coming in. We're going to admit him. Okay. This is my book. It's backwards. You see it? Anyway, yeah. So in my book, I write about that too, about all these things that are happening. But I didn't know it was going to be a pandemic. They told us that it was going to be a big event, right? So, but it's a pandemic. That's what the big event was, and it's going to change the people, though. People who I learned that there's forgiven people, and then there's unforgiven people, and the people that are unforgiven, which means they don't know how to forgive and they haven't learned lessons. They will be learning lessons that will teach them to become forgiven souls. And that I thought was pretty interesting.
That is very interesting. that goes along with what I was saying, how, you learn all your lessons in life, and sometimes if you don't learn that particular lesson, you're going to have to learn it in the next life. Or if you learned it the wrong way, being on drugs or drunk,
Yeah.
and going through those, do the lessons you're supposed to be learning, but when you're like that, you have to go back and do it over again in the next life.
Then you got to come back again and get back in another body and redo it, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to turn my volume off.
You can put it on mute. But I'm sorry, you guys. We had a little. We got disconnected because the Zoom. I was on the wrong one. That only lasted for 45 minutes. So we're good now. We're back on, and we're live on the air at Spreaker Radio. And here, if anybody wants to call in, you could call in 702-717-2137. And if you have any questions and you want to ask Angela a question about mediumship or about finding lost children, that's what Angela is best at. Right, Angela? Have you,
I consider myself a missing persons magnet because for years I go online and I look at all the missing kids just in case I recognize somebody. And every time I've done that, I have recognized children from just being out and about or seeing them at the store or the school, walking home from school. Yeah, and what is odd about that is when I was about in, 4th or 5th grade, before America's Most Wanted went off the air, I had watched an episode where a little girl was saved, and I wanted that feeling so bad. I wanted to be the one to someday bring, a kid home to their mother to heal her broken heart. I couldn't believe somebody could have the ability to heal somebody's broken heart,
Right.
And I just thought that would be the best thing. And I prayed to God to be able to find missing children one day so I could heal all those broken hearts.
Well, that's awesome. So those milk carton pictures work, huh? Well, they used to put them on the milk cartons. Missing children, remember? But now they do Amber Alert.
Yeah, I wish they still did that. I so wish they still did that because I believe everybody needs to see, get a chance to see these kids that are missing. That's like a really good way to do that. And it's a shame that they quit doing that.
Yeah.
I wish they would start that up again.
Well, we should start a petition.
Very helpful.
Start a petition. So I've got my ghost meter here, and it's lighting up to yellow. That means we have some spirits here. Maybe Mike's in.
All right.
Mike's in the house. So okay, let me ask you a couple more questions. Yeah. You feel them?
All right.
When you're a medium, right? What are can you name like 10 things that will help people who want to become a medium? Can you do like 10 things?
Yes. Well, the first thing always is to learn how to love yourself. Once you learn how to love yourself, then you can love others as yourself. And it's so important to learn how to love yourself. And that loving yourself means to accept who you are and not be afraid of who you are and be comfortable in your own skin.
Yes, that's good. Okay, love yourself. That's number one. I agree.
Mm-hmm. And have faith in yourself, of course.
Faith is as small as a grain of a mustard seed. That's all you need.
Yes, exactly. Trust your feelings. Trust your emotions. Always.
Right.
Don't be afraid to say, even if it sounds way out there, don't be afraid to say it because it's usually is gonna make sense to somebody else.
Right.
Even if it makes no sense to you whatsoever,
True.
don't be afraid to just say it.
True. And because when you trust, if you don't trust or believe in yourself, then you block the flow because it's flowing through, flowing in. Right.
Right.
I agree. That's 3 things.
Okay, and let's see. What's the other ones? Hold on one moment. I gotta find my notes.
How about living in the now? I always like that one. Because there really is no past, present, or future. I mean, that's all an illusion. It's kind of hard to wrap that around your head when you're in when you're in the body, though. But if you live in the now, that's all there is. It's just now, and you're fully present. You know.
Right. One little, I say it's kind of little, but to me it's big.
Mm-hmm.
But to others it might be kind of little. Like, I don't like to watch scary movies because that puts my vibration lower. You know.
Ah.
And instead, you don't want to have a lower vibration because then you can hear the scary things that go on that we don't see as humans. You know.
Yeah.
We can only feel it.
That makes sense.
So you're going to keep your vibration high.
Yes. Yes.
Happy,
and your thoughts.
Depressed. Yeah.
Through your thought, you keep your vibration high through your thoughts.
Yeah.
And not only your thoughts, but your self-talk, too, I think is important. Because when you say I'm not good enough, and that's all to do with self-love too, right? But I can't, I won't, I think I can, I'm not sure. When you're not sure of yourself, and you're putting that in your vibration, your vibrational field. So, yeah.
Right.
I agree. And then also, okay, yeah, compassion. Doubting yourself.
Grounding yourself.
Oh, grounding. Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, so what is grounding? Tell people what
grounding yourself is where you let your energy connect to the universe, basically. You put your energy through the ground, into the air, and reach it out as far as it can stretch,
Yes. Because you know what? Okay, so like you said, we are consciousness, or we're spirit, and consciousness. Right. And so we, what we do when you're consciousness is when you ground, it goes through into your body and it connects. Hi, Mark.
Right.
And it connects, and okay, we have Mark in the room.
Hi, Mark.
How you doing? Oh, he left. Mark left. Trying to get him to ask a question. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah.
Ryan, Monique, hey Lou.
Any questions, anybody?
No, not yet. Okay. So grounding is very important because you want to anchor into the body. And like when we were younger, we kind of were airheads. We would say, that person's an airhead or something. Because they weren't really grounded in their they weren't really grounded in their body. No, I was an airhead. I have to admit.
I was a big time airhead.
I was not grounded.
I can't help it though. It's just me.
No.
It goes with the hair.
Right? Oh my gosh. So, let's see. What else? That's so funny. Compassion. Compassion is very important too. When you're a medium and you're an empath usually too. You feel others, right?
Right. And that's another thing about being a medium is oh gosh, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Repeat what you just said again. So
compassion and feeling.
Dang it.
when you're
That's
immediate.
so important to say too.
Well, come back then. Probably Mike brought it there, and then he left.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
About compassion, and know when you're being a medium that all emotions are okay. It's okay to have any emotions that you feel at that time. Don't be afraid to express them. Don't try to hold it back. It's important to just, let it go, so that it helps you understand what you're hearing and feeling,
Right.
All emotions are okay.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people they don't want anyone to see them cry or,
Yeah.
It's okay to do that.
Because
nobody's going to hold it against you.
Because we're taught that, right?
Right.
We're taught that,
exactly.
but it's okay to
Suppress
cry.
that.
That was old programming, old way back when, in the 50s,
Right.
60s. But now, no, you got to bring those emotions out.
Definitely.
Let people know,
Yeah. And also, in the mornings, give yourself at least 5-10 minutes of alone time, really, every morning to let all the emotions that you picked up from yesterday or the day before filter through your body to release them.
Right. We have a caller? Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's Angela. It's Jay. He knows me.
Jay?
And yeah.
Oh, hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Turn my volume up a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, turn your volume so you can hear.
Oh,
You have a question, Jay?
Yes, I sent a message, and I don't. Just so you know, on Spreaker, but it doesn't seem to have come through.
Oh, really? On Spreaker?
Well, yeah. So double check that because I don't see that anybody else is going to get because it's yeah. But anyway, yeah, double check that. Doesn't look like anybody else has sent one. But thank you so much for taking the call. I do have a question, and I was frantically trying to get through when you said, "Oh, I feel spirits around." My question was exactly that. It's my mother-in-law. She's knocking on your door just as well as mine.
Oh my God.
Oh, I so felt the lady when you said that, Sherlyn. You thought it was Mike, and I was feeling a mother at that time.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, and I knew you had to pick it up because I did. Can I ask you the question and kind of just tell you a little bit?
sure.
Okay, my mother-in-law died when I was pregnant with Katie in '96, and she has been. You guys, I don't do this. I'm very spiritual, but I never have gone to where you go, to talk with people who have passed. I just was always creeped out by it, and I had a friend who let her energy get lower, and she really had trouble, as you can just imagine, with it. So it always kind of scared me. But this is one of the first times ever. By the way, back then I do talk to my maternal grandmother all the time, and all the really high energy, positive,
Awesome.
good people influences in my life. But this one, my mother-in-law has been trying to talk to me, beating down my door for a while since December, really heavily, and I'm like, what is going on? And I never thought to call you. This is the perfect time to ask.
Yes.
So everybody who might benefit from this. Do you get anything? Can I give you any more background? Or
I am feeling that your mother is wanting to speak to you about a male that's in the family.
Oh.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, Ange.
Okay. Are you guys having a hard time or not getting along at the moment?
This is so interesting. Her husband is still alive. He's going to be 96 next month. He outlived her, and he's the gentlest soul, very smart man, but he's so easily run over by his children. And, of course, there's one who has a lot of mental problems, and he's the dying words of his wife, my mother-in-law, who's trying to talk to me, was take care of Judy. And so he has been, and to a terrible point, almost like he's described it as Stockholm syndrome, but he is got, even though his body isn't working, he has full compass mentis, and he will not do anything to stop anything she's doing, or, just financially, all of this stuff. And nobody will raise a hand because he is of sound mind. And it's not like, good Lord, if it were my family, I would just jump in there and scoop him up.
Right?
But I don't know if she has advice for me. I don't know why she's like beating down the door. What can I do? I'm the only one in the entire family who stood up to this person, and I would do it again. And she's maybe 6'2", 200 pounds. But anyway, that aside, is there anything I need to know from her? I'm getting bits and pieces from her. But maybe you can help.
What I'm hearing is that she wants you to actually let him talk. Listen to what he has to say completely before you form any opinions, or before you say anything. Just let him talk, because I have a feeling that once he explains to you the whole situation, you will understand a whole lot better, and maybe you won't have those feelings at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe there's actually something behind the reason that he's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was the one who always, she could see people for what they were, really a hawk-eye. And my father-in-law never could. She used to just always say to him, oh my gosh. And it's been true about him. He will not speak a bad word about anybody, his children or anybody. He's just not like that. He's just like one of the last remaining true gentlemen that, around.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, and he doesn't talk a lot, and he would only speak in positive terms, which, how beautiful is that? What a lesson. But,
that's right. Great.
He suffers as well. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. She was excited. I found one thing that happened. I found something, a piece of, it was an old piece of jewelry or something that was around. And there's, that I just happened upon in December or something. And all of a sudden she stopped. She was happy. She was relaxed. She was happy that I found this out. Bill, we're gone, visiting your dad, and I just wanted you to know, who knows what that was all about, but she thought that would be helpful. She rested for a while until recently, was bugging me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
Anyway.
Did Angela answer your question about why she's worried?
I think that's really, really helpful. I'm going to look into that, and just flesh it out then. So thank you so much, and all the best. It's so wonderful to hear you guys, and I'm glad to have connected.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Blessings. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bless you. Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was cool. I hear from Jay.
Yeah.
So, see, everybody can be a medium. They just have to,
Right.
And you feel something, and you're wondering something, why I'm thinking this, why is all this stuff happening? Then you just be still and go within,
Exactly. I feel that she connects with her mom and I don't think she's actually realizing that she is doing it all herself, and she's just, maybe she just needs to refine her abilities, because it does seem like she's very connected already, and
right.
doesn't even realize it so much.
Awesome. Yeah, so if anybody has another question, you could just call me at 702-717-2137 or text me. And we can give Angela the question, and she can answer it for you. And Angela, how can people get a hold of you? What would be a good way to get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me through Facebook, always. Angela Washburn on Facebook.
Okay.
Type in Las Vegas Medium, it might come up there too.
Okay.
And or you could call my regular phone number or text me.
Well, they don't have your phone number, but you want to give them your phone number, or do you want them to, because people will hear it anytime they hear this podcast, or do you want to just use the Facebook thing?
I'll just go through Facebook right now.
Yeah. And then you're working on your website, right?
Yeah, I'm working on my website, and we're also in the process of moving houses, so it's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, you're a busy girl.
Yeah.
Busy. Well, awesome. So, keep getting messages here. Okay, so let's see. I have one more question. Where did it go? Okay, so when you have dreams, right? Dreams. What?
Oh, nothing. I just, is it really 11:09 already?
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my goodness, that went by so fast.
I know.
Wow.
I know. And we've only been on 38 minutes, though. It's an hour, usually. An hour show.
Oh, okay.
But we could, unless you need to cut it quick.
I actually thought we were on for a half hour. I didn't know it was an hour.
Okay, well,
we are
that's
supposed
okay.
to show the house in like 20 minutes.
20 minutes, so you need to hurry up and think about
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is one more question about the dreams. When people come into your dreams, when you're sleeping, or between awake and sleep state, that's the alpha state, sometimes you'll see your passed over relative or friends too, right? Now, what do you think about that? What dreams?
I personally, I love that because I know that they're visiting me
Right.
in my dream, trying to get your attention for something or just letting you know that they're there trying to help you through whatever it is that you're going through at that time, or just simply to say hi, just to let you know that they're there.
And that they're okay, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So what I call that is a visitation.
Right.
It's not really a dream. It's really a visitation because
Right.
you leave your body when you dream a lot of times, and when you're sleeping, and then so you guys are together having a visitation, really, and okay,
It's
and then
so special when that happens.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And
especially when people that aren't a medium, because they don't think they can hear spirit talking at that time, So then spirit will come to their dreams because they it's easier for them to see and hear them at that time.
Yes. And then also signs. You got to be aware of signs, like when music plays, you hear a certain song, right?
Definitely, yes.
A song,
All of
and
a sudden the radio will just play you and one of your loved ones who's passed on's favorite song.
yeah.
It's out of the blue, and you had just been thinking about them, and then it plays. That's just another way of them letting you know that they're there.
Yeah, exactly. And then letting you know that they're thinking about you too. And then when you think of them, sometimes when their name comes across your mind, then they're also there thinking about you too.
Exactly.
They're letting you know they're helping you or whatever you need. But you can call anybody, any spirit, and bring them if you need help. Like if you're an artist, you need help with painting, call Van Gogh.
Exactly.
Call him Van Gogh.
True.
Michelangelo. Yeah. If you're a mathematician, anything kind of problems.
Monique knows about that firsthand.
Who?
Monique.
Oh, Monique. Oh, yeah? Oh.
She was taking her test to become a nurse.
Oh, yeah?
Her grandmother came and helped her.
Monique, can you tell us about it?
Oh, yeah, that was when I was trying to become a nurse, and I kept failing my test over and over, and I just, kind of sought Angela for guidance, and she really just taught me how to trust myself, and I started praying, to my grandmother, and I kid you not, every single question on my NCLEX, it was just like, I just knew it, like my grandmother. helped me, and I passed the test the day after the anniversary of her death.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Her grandma helped her completely. That was so neat. She was so excited, and I remember how she felt. You know, the last time that she had taken the test before she passed, she was just on her hands and knees, just so upset. You remember, Monique?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I would be upset.
So you wore a necklace, didn't you, of hers, of your grandmother's?
I did wear a necklace.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another thing. When you have something of the other person's, you know, what did they call that? I can't think of the name of it.
I call those my power items.
The power item, yeah. And like if somebody's lost, you have something of the other person's, and it helps you find them because it has their energy pattern on it.
Right.
And that's how we do that. Okay, well, Angela, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. I know you got to run. And thank you, everybody. Hello, and Monique. Jay, thank you for all your questions, and thank you for participating. And have a wonderful, blessed day. Love y'all.
Remember to always love yourself.
Yes, always love yourself. That's a great ending.
Hi, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Not just limited to your body or your material world, or your divine mind, divine energy, and consciousness. We are pure love, the vibration of love. And that's where we're connected to the source, which is God, or the energy of God. Everything is made of energy. Exactly. We're all energy.
Welcome to our new show, Awaken Within with Cheryl Lynn.